It's the Mintel, Intel, if you couldn't F Intel, and how we got bewitched by the Kirkman spell. It just doesn't sit well, this should've happened sooner. Minifans get 80 shows, keep on laughing boomers. It's time for the new ones to explain how we arrived at the Church of Podcast Jesus, and now we see the light. Don't need a Steve or Mike just to make the evening right. We're bringing new school to YouTube and we keep it live. It's the Mintel, Intel.
Mintel,
It's the Mintel, Intel.
Mintel,
It's the
Intel.
Mintel, Intel.
The Mintel,
It's
Intel.
the Mintel, Intel, 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 Intel.
Ask my mother, what will I be?
Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Is what she said to me.
The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be.
Well, since I'm excited to be back. Bring in Phil. Justin, bring in Phil. Justin, Phil, we're back. Since before we were so rudely interrupted, we're back, bud. We're back.
Hey,
GVE
question.
presented.
We are back. We are back. I have a question.
What's up?
Was this supposed to be a white screen the entire time?
Yeah, I was lazy. I didn't want to make an intro.
Okay,
I just
I was
wanted to make
confused.
it
I
as
was like-
long. I wanted to make
was
it as
like,
long
is-
as I could.
Is our new intern is intern Justin like worse than intern Will? Like is he
No,
playing
Justin got a
white
show.
screen
He
where it's
got
supposed
it.
to be a video?
Justin got a job with the show, but he's still our intern. So we never promoted
yeah,
him. Yeah. So
No,
he
no.
fucked up. He fucked up.
Okay.
What's up, buddy? We're back. I'm excited.
Nothing,
I'm excited to
I
talk
just
to you
want
guys.
to say I'm excited too. It's been a minute. Although we've been playing video games. Well, not so much me because you guys are playing
Yeah.
Red Dead together. But
Dude, how come you don't like Red
box me
Dead?
out. I'm on PS4. I don't have Xbox. You have both
yeah,
consoles.
yeah.
So
That's
it's
weird
not
that they don't
cross-play
let you
yet.
do that shit. Yeah, that's weird.
It's just an older game. It's just old. It's like before crossplay was a thing.
So we're back. We're presented by the Kirk Minahan Network, but most importantly, we're now presented by GVE, boy.
Our corporate overlord.
Our corporate sponsor.
GDE.
It's a big thing. So we came back for limited time purposes, but I think the network
I don't know.
where it is right now, I'm happy to be back. It's in a
1 second.
sort of a
Bring in
slump.
BA because I can't hear anything. I don't know if you can hear me. My audio is cutting out.
Oh, you're bringing in me. So, hey, how
I
are
can hear
you?
you now. I can hear you.
First, I'm gonna say the white screen really fucked me up. I refreshed my phone 10 times. I
Yeah,
closed
I
the
know. I
stream.
was so confused.
I closed the stream. I closed the stream. Opened the stream. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" Justin's worse than Will. This is fuck. But I'm just I want to say, hey, how are you? Don't sleep on Blind Mike. And we are GVE. How are you, boys? What's
606. Rip Cosmos. 606.
Rip
Rip
Cosmos.
Cosmos. That's
Yeah,
my-
Bond.
You know how
Hey.
athletes always have like a thing like they say like rip their homie's name and then they have some number or something.
And they put
Mine is
that
gonna
shit
be-
on their shoes.
Yeah,
on their
yeah, yeah.
shoes,
Mine is
too.
gonna
Yeah.
be Rip Cosmos 606.
So to
606.
give the
Yeah,
people a
yeah.
little background, Cosmos is our I believe
He's our
where is he
Kenyan
from?
fan.
He's our
Kenyan-
Kenyan
No,
fan.
he's our one Kenyan fan.
So-
Well, actually, let's put it this way.
He's the one real view from Kenya.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's the one real view from Kenya. He's been our boy from the beginning. Love Mintel. He didn't know
Sadly.
KMS. He knew Mintel. And then Phil, what's the backstory in Cosmos?
Well, so he's like big into Kenyan politics, and I don't think he likes the current regime that's in place in
yeah.
Kenya. So he was voicing his opinion on Twitter when he followed me, and I think he's our one. He has to be like just by using
No, when
basic
we're saying he
deduction.
has to be in
No,
all
but
this.
Phil, Phil,
He's dead.
He is dead.
No,
he is
well,
dead.
He's gone.
He was saying he's against NASA, but he's against not the space station. He's against the
No, I don't think he's against NASA. I think NASA is like they're like the BLM of Kenya. Like they're they're like
they're the NASA.
rights movement.
They have one extra letter. They're the NASA. It's fucked.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Cosmos
He's
is
dead.
He's
dead.
silent.
Kenya,
He's silent.
he hasn't responded to my DMs since May. He hasn't tweeted anything since May. I think he's dead. He has to be.
Yeah.
So
So speaking of another,
Hey, wait, no, wait. I'm gonna just say, rest in peace, Cosmos. If you're here, tell us. We'd love to have you. And I'm happy that the Kirk Minahan show is going to be back Monday with Blind Mike's return.
yeah, I wanted to dive right into a little bit of Kirk talk here, and dude, we've been gone basically the whole time.
John,
Blind Mike's been here. What's
John,
up?
What's there to talk about? What's the Kirk?
Apparently, our audio, Justin, our audio apparently right now is fucked up, and there's a lot of echo supposedly.
Oh, really? So much echo? I don't know why.
According to the chat. I don't know how
that's
accurate
weird.
that is. I don't hear any echo.
They're probably fucking
the
with
chat
us.
fucking with us. Okay.
Yeah, they probably
might be
fucking with us.
It sounds fine.
It sounds
Yeah,
fine.
Okay.
It sounds fine.
They're
Doesn't-
definitely fucking with
producer.
us. I haven't looked at
Best
the chat
producer
yet.
in the business. Speaking of best producer, let's talk about this first.
Best chat?
Everyone probably
Best chat.
notices.
Is the chat going off? I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, chat's going off a little.
Hey,
chat's
can I
off.
say something? Can I say something first? Jay from Lynn said that he was the first guy to bring eating to the
Hey.
YouTube, and he has beef with Tim Ridgels. It's crazy fucking shit, man.
Hey, fuck Jay from Milton. That's all I'll say.
Fuck Jay from Lynn. Hey,
What?
didn't Tim come up with the McChicken Parm?
I heard that.
Whoa.
I heard
No,
that. I
that's
heard, it
not
was Pat
true.
from Lawrence.
That's
That's
a
Jay,
Jay from Lynn.
Phil, fuck Jay from Lynn. Fuck Jay from Lynn. That's all we have to
Jay
say.
from Lynn.
So
okay,
let's
we're gonna
talk
get
about
into
the
the-
fact. First I want to talk about the fact why we haven't been here. So we haven't been here because we stood up when Will was told he couldn't be on the channel. We said we're loyal to Will. Fuck that. We're not going on the channel.
That's
Since
why you
then-
haven't been here. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Why I haven't been here is because I haven't been listening to the show. Really, you know what I mean? Because the show.
You're
sucks.
just a Blind Mike guy.
I'm a Blind Mike guy. I'm waiting for Blind Mike to come by. Blind Mike is the show.
Yeah. So
Blind Mike is the show.
I want to address the Will thing. We're back because I don't know. Will does what he does, and you know he's
Hey, Will
not
made
here,
it, man. Will made
Yeah,
it.
Will
He's
made
a
it.
producer.
No beef,
He's
no
the best.
beef.
Hey,
No beef with
Will. Hey, we said it first. Will's the best producer in the business. We said it first.
Yeah.
It's
Best
kind of
producer in
crazy
the
that,
business.
that Courtney hired him entirely off of fucking Kermit, though. Entirely off of recommendation without doing any due diligence at all.
No, this isn't.
No
See,
background.
because we actually have experience with Will on the show as a producer, and I would have told her he's the best producer in the business. Watch the tape. Just watch the tape.
Watch the tape.
So
The
let's
tape-
dive
the
back
tape doesn't
into
lie.
let's dive back into the show a little bit. You've been off on this show, BA. Like you told me, you just want to be listening to the rewind because it's not even. You just
Yeah.
I can't do the calls. I can't do the calls either.
No,
I'm with
I
you.
can't. I can't do the whole show altogether. Like I can't do the calls. Like people have been the amount of people that have been reaching out to me, being like, "This show sucks," all this stuff. And I don't think it sucks too bad. But like Steve and Mike Steve and Kirk need the mic. They need the mic. They need the mic. The reason why I started listening to the show, the Mincels are gone. The Mincels are gone. The reason why I started listening to the show is because Blind Mike, man. Blind Mike brought me to the show. And it fucking sucks. What are you gonna do? And people have been saying it.
So, see you, Phil. So basically, like, I agree. Now, remember when Deke Zucker told us about that dude? He was going to be like a little bit of an intern for us. I got a message from him.
Who's our intern?
Yeah.
This guy? Oh, I remember.
No,
this
I
guy.
voted.
Yeah, remember we had an intern for a
I think
second?
Did he rap?
So-
Did he do a rap for us? We had
No,
a
no,
lot of
we
rappers.
paid
Did
that
he?
guy.
We had a lot of
Yeah,
rappers.
we paid that guy.
And people
Remember we had
forget.
KFC on the show?
We had KFC. Hey, people forget we're still I think we're top viewed video on the Kirkman.
Yeah, like
We
over
are.
all of their
We are.
videos.
Hey, you know what? Blind Mike's back. The Mincels might be coming back. Even
Wait.
Manners is gone. We're all blocked. Phil,
Have you
hey,
seen?
Phil,
I'm
can I
blocked by
say
the show
something?
too. I'm
Can I
blocked by
say
the show
something?
too.
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Who went to the courthouse?
Oh, me. I did.
Oh, you did. Who went to the vigil?
I did. That
Oh,
was me.
who's blocked by the show?
That would be me and you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. It is
Interesting. Very interesting.
I've showed my.
I knew
support.
you guys would get into
I don't
the
need a
fact.
live
Did you? Did you see? You liked that tweet though. I tweeted out to all of them. That's like I never really tag Kirk. I will never tag Kirk because I
don't do
further
that.
away
He-
from Kirk
he
I am,
actually-
the better.
He
But,
actually
like,
DM'd me first. He actually DM'd me first.
Oh,
Right?
whenever
DMing
I
saying-
have to talk to Kirk personally, it's because he's DMing me to yell at me. But I try to keep away from messaging them or tagging them even in posts. So when I did, because the Rewind got that huge amount of listens, I made sure I put that picture of Phil in there to unblock Phil.
I know, I saw that.
That's a good one.
I honestly like. John, I'll be honest. I don't listen to the Rewind because I don't listen to the show. But when you posted that tweet, and I just saw like, great, thanks to all this fucking support. And I looked at the picture, and it was the unblocked Phil. That was an instant retweet, instant quote tweet, instant like. It was instant reply. It was all four. I hit the quadro. I did the
You
quadro.
did what I usually do to basically
Quad
every tweet I like. I like it, I retweet it, then I quote tweet it.
Yeah.
From every
You
account.
gotta earn the retweet.
So,
No,
so
it's-
Phil, you said you got a lot of grievances to air. I do too. What do you got to say?
Oh, it's completely unrelated. I'm just mad because I went to the gym and there's these fucking like these high school kids, right? Like the football team from my high school.
Mhm.
They like took over the gym and they were using literally every single rack and every single bench. I couldn't do anything. And
What
then the
is
worst
like
part
gyms
is-
like right now? They got to be fucked up.
Gyms in
No, they're
Canada are
fine.
closed.
You just have to
Gyms
wear.
in
You just
Canada
have to
are
wear a
closed.
mask. You just have to wear a
Oh,
mask,
really?
and then you can take it off. You can take it off when you like go into
When
your
you're
own little
lifting?
bubble. Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
okay.
like there's not. You have to wear it in, and you have to like wear it when you're going back and forth from like the different parts of the gym.
Yeah, but if you're at a machine, say you can take it off.
yeah, you can take it off. I don't wear it
Here-
most of the time when I'm in
Phil,
there, unless I'm
Phil,
like
John.
around these people.
Here they're closed.
Are they closed there? Pennsylvania hasn't like put up new restrictions yet, but I think it's coming any day because like it seems like
Lockdown.
Jersey just did. It's crazy.
Yeah.
When we started
gonna
our show,
swear.
it was when just about COVID happened and the lockdown was about to happen. I think like we're starting our show back
first
up.
started?
And when we first
That's when
started,
we
there was
first
1
started.
month before the show.
That's
went
February, yeah.
Yeah,
think it
because
was
we
February.
started in February and like the lockdown started in March. So, but yeah, no, I'd say the show is different to listen to without Mike, bro.
It
It's
sucks.
different.
It fucking sucks. I like,
Yeah,
but
you
like,
mean,
it's not that it sucks. It's like, it's that it's not. It should be short.
It's not the
I guess
same.
it should be.
It's not
It
the
should be.
same.
If it was 1 day a week, like if it was 1 day a week or 2 days a week, I'll listen to it. But like, I can't get into like an everyday show when Mike's not there.
Yeah.
Like Mike brings the heat. Mike's the man of the Minifans. Mike and the Minifans. Me, Mike, comic guy, best duo after.
That's what a
AMS
lot
Network.
of people they were going to put you guys up, and I heard this from
You
a
heard
lot
this?
of different sources. Yeah, they were going to put you guys up for best Barstool duo.
No, best Kirk Minahan show network duo for sure.
Oh.
Duos suck. Duos suck. What other duos do we have? Do we have the anals?
You got
Who's the
you
duo?
got
Yeah.
Sneakers and Carano and Quantum Week Chris. You got
Hey, I had
got-
a great line though.
you got me
wasn't,
and Robinson's B&B. You got
but wasn't Prague masturbator the Franz Ferdinand of the Mintel Corona the Corona War, the big Mintel Corona War. Prague masturbator was the Franz Ferdinand of the Blind Mike Corona War. It's crazy, man.
Yo, so
Okay, frog guy.
let's talk a little bit since the show, like a lot of people, I feel like are just kind of confused about what's
Can I
going
say
on with
something
this show.
too? How many different threads have there been? There's threads on threads.
There's threads everywhere. I'm over
There's threads
threads.
on that.
I'm over threads.
There's threads on
The
threads.
14
There's
is a mess. All the
there's
threads are a
14's
mess.
a mess. 14's a mess. The 14 was started
It's a
to
good
make
group.
fun of the private chat,
And now
became
it's the private chat.
Now it's the private
Yeah.
chat.
Now
It's the
literally-
private chat.
Like
Yeah.
Phil created all of this. This is Phil.
Yeah.
Phil
my
created.
brain. My
This,
brain.
this is Phil. Phil did all this. People are like, "Oh, is
I'm
Keller
pumping.
pulling the strings?"
I'm
It's
pumping.
Phil. Phil's been pulling the strings. He's not eating your mac and cheese. He's not eating your mac and cheese.
He's recycling bits. They're saying we're not recycling bits. We haven't been on the network in a long time. So
I'm
I
not
do
recycling
want to.
bits.
I do
never
wanna
said
talk a
Phil.
little
I never
bit-
said that mac and cheese bit. I never said. I can't even remember what I just said.
Not a bit.
So since
Not a
we have
bit.
left, what has been going on since we have left? So we've
No
had.
idea. Can you let me know?
So we
well, let
had.
me
No,
tell you,
let's
let me
even
tell you.
talk about in the
Oh
Minifan
wait, Phil's
world.
gonna tell us. Phil's
Let
gonna
me
tell
tell
Oh,
you.
go ahead.
We've had 400 calls per episode of each show, of each Kirkman Hand show episode.
Wow.
I don't know if you've seen. Have you seen the state of the YouTube channel lately?
There's
So no,
I
I
don't
wanted
know.
to talk about that.
In the
How
last,
about-
wait,
wait,
I
wait,
took a look,
let Phil
took
go.
a look a couple days ago. And I think the last like 2 weeks or so, there hasn't been a video that's got over 500 views, which that might be because
We're not buying views anymore.
nobody's buying views. But now, since we're back, whoever our view buyer is,
Brad,
well, he's back.
Yeah,
He's back.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll get the views. We got the enemies to buy the views. We got the enemies with the deep pockets.
Listen, if you don't have the enemies with deep pockets to buy you views out of spite, like how I have 2,000 followers on Twitter, that's out of spite.
Yeah.
Buddy. That's not out of people liking it.
People forget that Justin thought John bought the views, and Justin interviewed all of us. Not for content.
I would have done that for content.
I wore a suit, and then Justin's like, "Oh, don't worry, this isn't going out." I'm like, "What the fuck is not going out?" I thought this was the whole thing. But that
would have been funny. If they
it would have been so funny. It would have been so funny. I wore a suit. I legit
so,
wore a suit.
LK just asked, are BA and John from Scranton wearing matching headphones? Yes, we are, and that's thanks to GVE, our corporate sponsor.
Well, we are GVE. If you everyone is GVE, but you gotta. They're not ready yet. Until you are GVE, then you're ready. GVE. Oh, GVE. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. So
can I say something though? But
yeah,
I actually forgot. Yeah, go ahead, John. You go.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on with Discord. It's a fucking mess over there too.
Oh wait, which Discord?
So yeah, someone just called me. Okay, so but there's two Discords now.
LK wants to be part of GV so bad, but he is so far from GV. It's like he's so far. It's like.
Oh, what? Jay doesn't like GV?
No, LK. Oh, Jay's far too. Jay and LK are in the same spectrum over there.
Yeah.
But
Jay's delivering. Jay could deliver food for GV. And
Jay legit told me before this. He goes, "I ate on the YouTube better than anyone. Tim Ridgel stole it from me." I was like, "We all been eating on YouTube before everyone." And no, can I say something? No, it's funny. Jay is the guy that got on to the Kirk Minahan show because he's the guy that was like eating out of the hat. Remember Kirk? That one episode. Was like,
yeah, he's hat guy.
He's like, who's that guy? Who's eating? And then when Kirk said, "Who's eating?" I was like, that's fucking Jay from Lynn. I knew it. As soon as he said, "Who's eating?" and he was Jay from Lynn. And then I see the videos and he's eating out of a hat, eating fucking popcorn out of a hat. And then Kirk calls fucking JD Lowe saying, "Holy shit, are you getting mad about my movie watch along?" And Kirk, JD Lowe says, No, I don't even know your movie watch along. Kirk got in the Jay from Lynn trance. He was like, "Oh, everyone wants the Jay from Lynn. Everyone wants the Jay from Lynn." It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So, I was like, after that, I was like, I've heard Jay from Lynn for a while.
No, it's funny. No, it's funny how Adam Minahan went on the next week.
Adam Minahan,
real electric.
No, it's funny. I DM'd DEC. I was like, "Hey, I'm a guy that likes to party. I'm a guy that likes to party a lot." And I'm like, "Hey, maybe me, you, Adam, and DEC, we do a show. We do a show together." And he DM'd me back. He's like, "What do you want to talk about specifically?" And then I was like, "Fuck, I was fucked up last night." That's when I realized I was fucked up last night when I was DMing
DEC.
I totally told DEC I will tell my story on his podcast too. I was like, dude, you want to hear a fucked up story? Listen to my fucking story. And I think there's a lot of Minute fans that actually would have fucked up stories if they told them. And like Kirk and them have been making fun of DEC for that podcast, but like,
can I say something?
Some good stories.
Can I say something? I've had a lot of people speculating to me what's the secret project. Joe Hennessy thinks it's like a substance abuse project. Like he's fucking
think that actually.
Yeah, they think it's a substance abuse project and Joe Henny's saying he's like, or not Joe Henny, everyone. People are saying that. Oh, how can Kirk? He's making fun of all these people with substance abuse, like Blind Mike, Chris Curtis, and all that. How is he going to do a project? I don't think that I have no idea what the project is because like Kirk has nothing to do with Barstool.
So I think this is going to though. Like I think this is his like
Kirk
his
versus Ford. What is Justin saying? Kirk versus Ford. Kirk eats hot wings, but Kirk. What are you talking? I don't know. Okay, sorry.
I don't know I didn't see what he said, but no, I was gonna ask you guys, what you don't know what you think the secret project is?
I think
because he gave some pretty good reasoning behind.
So
it.
What did Henny say? What does he think it is?
Joe Henny thinks it's like this big like local Boston project about substance. I can't say it. Substance abuse.
Yeah. He had a good point. He said, Kirk went to Fall River and he went to some other town.
Yeah, he had good points.
Fall River thing. Fall River Joe Henny's point was there's nothing in Fall River except Chris Herron, who's like
Yeah.
the
No, Joe Henny like seems like he has the eye on the ball more than anyone. I'm almost thinking Joe Henny might be Kirk. I think Joe Henny might be Kirk. That's like my big conspiracy.
all day.
Yeah, that's like that's my big conspiracy. If I expose it today, I don't know.
What?
I
No,
probably won't.
don't say that to me because Henny hates me.
Exactly.
That would make too much sense.
Henny's talking to just me and Phil all day. Long ass
dude.
DMs. Like
Henny
this
never-
long. You can't look.
I
This
try to
long.
reply.
It's not even-
I try to reply.
Henny has never legit.
Text me.
Henny has legit never spoken a fucking word to me, bro. He won't even speak
Wow.
to me.
Hey, Phil, I'm getting Killer. I think Killer Kowalski is BK99 in the Twitch stream because I'm getting like I got that BA hater. Boom.
No
boom,
way,
boom.
it's Big K.
I think it's
That's
Big K.
who
He's,
it is.
he's saying all these. He's saying all my problems in life. How you guys?
So let's talk a little bit. We've been streaming on Twitch. We've been having fun doing that. So what have we been doing recently? So the new Call of Duty came out. We're gonna be streaming that. I know.
We've been.
We're gonna be
The
streaming.
funny is like we've been streaming everything. Like people like know what's funny. We Mintel until was done the next day. Mintel until on Twitch, the same thing, the exact same thing. Exactly.
So yeah, we didn't go anywhere. We kind of just got
we got our
PPs slapped and ran away and played video.
No, we didn't get our PP slapped
We
because
honestly
we
didn't.
left.
I have to say they treated us with
No.
respect the whole time. Like they
Yeah.
said, they're more than welcome back. They're more than welcome
Hey,
on the
wait,
network
John.
without Will.
John, can you see that? How easy did we get back on the YouTube network? Because they need a bump. They're the Steven fucking Kirk is fucking
John,
sucked. It
I
fucking
texted
sucks, man. It
Justin
fucking sucks.
today. I
The
texted
show
Justin today.
fucking sucks. Manners would say it. Everyone would say it. The show's lacking. I know what they're lacking. Blind fucking Mike. Once Blind Mike comes back, the Minifan, the YouTube network. When Blind Mike was here, the YouTube network was kicking. Blind Mike was the beginning of the YouTube. Blind Mike needs us like a sales guy, like sell the YouTube. You can sell Blind Mike. You can sell Blind Mike. Get $500 a pop for a YouTube show. These guys, that's the problem. You need Blind Mike. A Blind Mike.
He's got the
intern that's
business
gonna-
mind.
Yeah,
I've always said
honestly,
he's great.
John. If John was Blind Mike's intern, then Blind Mike would be making fucking $100K a year. Easy. I'll put my fucking life.
I offered it.
I'll take 5%. I'll take 5%.
That's just for the finder's fee.
Just for the finder's fee. I'll take 5%, and that's a fucking retirement fund.
So, so let's talk about the YouTube a little bit. So it got kicked off the network, or it got kicked off YouTube a while during
What
some
got
Channel Zero
What
stuff.
got kicked off YouTube?
So Kirk, the whole network got kicked off the YouTube
Because of Channel Zero?
because of Channel Zero.
Hey, Channel Zeros are actually
so
like they're
reported.
beauties.
They're-
They're beauties.
They're good. Like
They're
their
100%,
shows.
100% certified legends. I love that. I love that they use my stupid fucking BA political fucking stuff and they put it in.
Do they? I didn't know that.
They had a whole theory. I forget what the theory was. They may maybe find it, but Channel Zero, they're actually legit.
They're good dudes.
actually
Every
legit.
time I have communicated, because I know when they got kicked off the network, basically, I DM them immediately. I was like, yo, if you want me to put you on like my shitty fucking YouTube channel, you're more than welcome.
Well,
but like,
that's a GVE subsidiary.
well, now,
you
yeah,
know?
but now it got bought out by GVE. But like
Yeah.
before that, I would have definitely let them on the network. You know,
And
like
what-
I would have in a second.
Yeah,
But
because you're
it's-
GVE.
now,
You're
now
GVE
that's
through and
worth
through.
that's worth way too much money. I can't do that. But
No, GVE's not. No.
Yeah.
Everyone's GVE.
everyone's GVE.
Oh.
So let's talk about a little bit of Mike coming back. So do you think? First of all, did you listen to any of the Carabas stuff?
My last episode I listened to was Carabas before the VFW show. That was the last episode.
Okay. You should listen.
It was not bad. I like. It's almost like when Kirk is like Kirk should almost be on like Portnoy's BFF show with those TikTok people because like get Kirk in and be like, oh, I'm the guy that has no idea what's going on at all and just ask questions because that like. I like when Kirk's needling someone, like ask them all these like weird questions. You know?
It just seems like Steve and Kirk like click too much. Like they're operating on the safe wavelength. Where then there was just Blind Mike just trying to fit
It was
into
nice
that
having
wavelength.
Blind Mike,
Well,
like
Kirk-
slightly out of the loop, like Blind
Yeah,
Mike
that's what I love.
slightly out of the
No,
loop, but also
well,
just being in the loop was good. It felt like he was a fan that got like a little bit of access.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's
he
kind
didn't
of
have
really
to.
his story too. Like
Well,
that is his story.
Well, I'll say Steve. I'll say with Steve, he tries to he's like a chameleon. He's just gonna try to adapt to any scenario because he's a fucking weirdo, fucking robot, chameleon, fucking looking motherfucker. Look at him. He looks fucked up. So it's like he's gonna be the guy. He's gonna be the guy that's gonna adapt to anything. Blind Mike's the guy that's like, no, I'm gonna be exactly who. Blind Mike was exactly
Oh
who he
wow!
was. He
Wait,
was
news update from our sideline reporter, Vigilant Dave. Channel Zero guys hate Ziggy Robinson, making him a great guy.
They know who else hates
A
Ziggy Robinson.
great guy.
Ziggy's a terrible
Know
person.
who else? Know who else hates Ziggy Robinson?
Oh,
His family.
Just
Yeah, I heard it first. I like that. That was beautiful.
so
Ziggy Robinson's family hates Ziggy Robinson. So who's gonna like Ziggy Robinson?
Hey, what's all this stuff about
so-
Ziggy's dad? I don't understand that.
So what do you think
What
do you
Trying
think?
to make a joke without saying the.
What do you think? Yeah, Ziggy's dad left him and he hates him.
Yeah, yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think about for the future of the show? Do you think Mike will come back more than once a week, or do you think Kirk's going to
Well,
hold it?
I think I like the structure of Mike once a week, Carabas once a week, Steve once a week, because it gets you get the views there with whoever likes the other co-host.
That's true.
But
That if they go 3
but-
days a week,
But
that's
it's
smart.
also, I'm very curious about this project because this project is if I think Kirk could do huge things with Barstool if it really connects. And I think he should be if he could be the Barstool ombudsman, anything, Kirk is the final say on anything. He's Dave's consigliere. He's the final say on anything.
Yeah.
It would be that would be crazy, but it would work because Kirk and Dave have that reputation where it's they could go back and forth more than Big Cat and Dave, more than KFC.
Dude, that's when I found out the validity of that this thing is going to be a big deal. First of all, Kirk is taking it fucking serious. You could tell he's taking it serious because he's mainly focused on it. Now
He is a pillar.
I'll
say this. Yeah, I'm a Mincel. Mincels are gone now because Blind Mike's not here. But but I believe Kirk's a pillar of Barstool. And I think if Barstool's at what it's at, Kirk's a pillar, and he is just the same as KFC, Big Cat, and all those.
Oh,
those
easy.
guys.
Easy.
And,
When you break it down,
let him do his vision. Let him do his vision.
when you
I
break
think
it down, to the point where you look at the most important people at Barstool, when it comes to actual journalistic integrity and all the actual stuff for
think that
media,
could be big.
Kirk is supreme to all of them.
That's why
Other than
I'm
maybe
thinking-
Big Cat, who has just
But that's
kind of
what-
weaseled
that's
his
what I'm
way
saying.
in.
But he didn't. Big Cat
I don't
didn't.
know. I think
His way in,
Dana
but-
Beers is up there too.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
Big Cat weaseled his way into being a legitimate interviewer, even though he doesn't think that of himself.
Big Cat's
You know what I
not
mean? He
even
just
a-
gets the.
But Big Cat's
Yeah.
not an interviewer. He's just Big
He's
Cat's
a
Big Cat.
ballbuster.
Big Cat's Big
No,
Cat.
Big Cat's a
He's-
great interviewer. Big Cat's a great interviewer.
He's a great, but he's
stuff
not
out of
just-
athletes that nobody else.
He's
But
not
he's not-
busting stories.
Okay, but he's not just an
No, no,
interviewer.
no.
He's a guy that can do multiple things. Big Cat's Big Cat. He's not just an interviewer. If he was just an interviewer, he's multifaceted. But the thing with Kirk is at the end of the day, I think Kirk in the role. If you look at KFC, Big Cat, and Dave, and you say, what could Kirk be out of those guys? He could be the ombudsman. He could be the guy oh, this is fucking straight bullshit. He'll call it like it sees it. There's all those scenarios that come on Barstool every day. And I hope that's the big project because
Have you?
I hope that if the big project, the other thing I could think of is Kirk is going to be the program director of Barstool, radio after they go serious. So that's the only other thing I could think of.
Yo, now
Kirky's
Kirk
involved.
has. This is one thing I don't like about the project. Kirk has continuously said this is going to rid him of the Minifans.
Yeah, but that's
he
what I'm
keeps
saying.
suggesting this
It's
rids
straight-
me of the Minifans. After this project, I don't have to deal with the Minifans.
But he's saying, what he's saying in that, he's he wants to get the Mincels back. The Mincels are gone. The Mincel guys, if you look at the Minifans Mincels, the Mincel guys are people
Mincels
that
are
found
gone.
it. They were stoolies that found Kirk, right?
Mhm.
I was a stoolie first before I found Kirk. That's a Mincel. Now that Blind Mike's gone, it's I'm not really. Am I a Minifan? I don't even know if I am, right? I know I'm a Mincel, right? I like that. The funny show War of the Roses, Keller coming in, all all that shit. That's the shit I love. But I'm sick of him being oh yeah, everything's rigged. I'm a libertarian. Oh yeah, the Cullen fucking is lying. We know all that shit. Fuck, do something else, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, Mike back. Mike is a star. Mike is a star, and Kirk needs to be the leader of Mike. And
Blind Advocate has been saying it the whole time. He's
Blind
been saying,
Advocate.
you go
And
back and
everyone
watch
shuns-
that episode.
Everyone shuns Blind Advocate, and this is what Blind Advocate was saying the whole time. Everyone shuns him. And he's the
So-
Blind Advocate. He's saying, and he has been privately messaging me, "Oh, the show sucks," and he told me, "Check in when Mike's back. Check in.
Yeah.
When,
Yeah.
check in when Mike's
Do
back."
you think when do you think this project is pumping out? Like, how long do you think they're going to do this with Mike?
When did Kirk catch Marty Walsh on all his wrongdoings? Right, that Kirk is he's the guy that says, "I have this project coming out," and it's like, "Oh, I got this. I got this story." The only thing that gives me hope in Kirk is Portnoy said this has potential to be big.
That's what validated it for me. Like,
Yeah,
Portnoy is
Portnoy
not going to say that for
validated Kirk.
nothing.
Yeah, Portnoy validates Kirk. And Portnoy fucking is the thing that validated it was like Portnoy fucking is so sketched out with Kirk, and Portnoy's like, yeah, it has the potential to be big. Like that is probably the biggest idea.
So we have some questions from the chat. So they want us to respect the chat. All right. So we got one from Visionless Dave. Can we get an update on Kermie's status with GVE?
Kermie could be GVE if he knows we're all GVE. He still doesn't know we're all GVE, and he can't be GVE. It's like Fight Club. Are you what's the first real Fight Club? You don't talk about Fight Club. If you are GVE, you are equal shareholder in GVE.
Facts. Any more fucking questions about that? What else do we got here? So they're not happy about the us being on Mike's side here, but honestly, like,
fuck that. But they're the ones that are privately coming out and saying like the show sucks. Like, and every thread I am in, I'm in so many threads. There's a million threads. There's probably fucking thousands of threads.
I'm in at this point in time.
Every thread is on Kelleher's side by now because it's like, oh, the show sucks now. The show sucks. Like, bring in the weirdos. The fucking whack pack is Kirk's vision from fucking bring in the weirdos. You know, like. I don't know. It's like Kirk needs that third guy in, and Blind Mike is the perfect. KMS, Kirk, Mike, Steve. It's fucking meta, dude. It's meta.
Kirk, Mike, Steve. I never even noticed that. I never even fucking noticed
Kirk,
that.
Mike, Steve, KMS, meta.
So, what else do we got here from the? What other questions we have here from the chat? We'll take a couple more.
I can't look.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
I'm a little cross-eyed. I had a couple. If you
So
see the
one.
bottle is done. So sorry.
So one question from LK. What does GVE stand for?
We are GVE. I answered the question already.
You just answered the question with that.
Yeah.
That's good. What else do we have here? Did Will get fired? So
Will got fired from
Will-
what? How can he get fired if he never had a job in the place to begin with?
That's my answer. Boom.
He protested well. We actually are like the successful Black Lives Matter protest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
We-
definitely.
We protested. We're back, and like I guarantee. This is my guarantee. Show the numbers, Steve, because the Blind Mike episode on Monday when he comes back is going to be the #1 episode in the last 3 months on the Kirk Minahan Show RSS feed.
RSS feed. Your boy Big K wants to call you out for nose beers.
No, not tonight.
Not tonight. You'll know.
If
You'll
you
know.
would know, you would know.
I was
You would
gonna
know.
play the. I
And
was
it's
gonna play
called-
this.
It's plant-based, please.
It's plant-based. It's plant-based.
Let's have some
Plant-based.
respect.
So a lot of people are saying let Phil speak. So we will now give Phil 2 minutes to speak.
Look at that lighting, though. That lighting's fucking.
It's beautiful.
romantic.
Thank you for your contribution, Phil. So I wanted to. We'll start off before Phil gets back. I don't even know if Phil's going to come back. I think he had a huge meeting tonight.
He is the head of GVE. I have.
He is-
I
He
have
is
to
like
point out
we
the
don't
one
know who the head of GV is,
No,
but
no,
Phil
no.
got a huge job with them.
No. The thing about GVE, we're all GVE, but we know who the head of GVE is, and it's Phil.
It's Phil. I think it's Phil.
And I think the other job, HR manager, Blind Mike Sneakers.
Blind Mike Sneakers.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, for who else better for the job?
Yeah, he's
so-
an HR guy. He's had problems with HR, but he's had solutions with HR. You know.
So a lot of shit has happened with DEC since then. I know you did talk a little bit about this, but what do you think about our boy just changing the RSS feed and everything like that?
I think he's on the same wavelength as us. Like the show is not as good. Like this is not what Kirk. Like if Kirk in a year when he left WEI said this is the show that I'm gonna have at this point in a year and a half, he'd be fucking puking in his pants. He'd be jumping in front of the train. The thing is, when it's with Blind Mike and Blind Mike is like motivated for some success, that's the best because Blind Mike is a funny guy. Like he's a funny guy intentionally and unintentionally. He has both. Like he can be funny with just being an idiot, and he can be funny. I said this about Blind Mike. What kind of what's Stevie Wonder known as? Being blind, right? And
Being blind, but that's actually disputed.
No, but the Blind Mike is more looked at like an idiot than being a blind guy. You know, right?
That's actually true. What outweighs it? The blindness or the being dumb? Now, he is date Mike now. He's single. I think this is a new Mike.
Yeah, Blind Mike, but like Blind Mike's for the boys. He's a for the boys guy. You know,
I honestly think from the bottom of my heart, think Mike is for the boy. Like he is down to help. He is down to help, and I think I hope this fucking because they've called him. They've called him a few times, and every time he's been on the phone, he's hilarious.
But they're hurting, and like how many times, like imagine like Kirk and Mike. Kirk was on his mental leave. Imagine Kirk and Mike went on and said, "Oh, let's call Kirk right now and see how he's doing." Oh, Mike wanted to do what's the thing where they poke each other?
Oh, they fence.
Mike was like, "I'm fencing." They're like, "Oh, let's call him right now." Like Mike was probably fencing people, juking people. The problem with Mike fencing is those love handles, man. It's those love handles.
He's got those. That's an extra point right there. Boom.
Those are easy points. The Mike handles are easy points.
Quote that right there. Quote that.
Clip that.
Clip that, chat. Have you been consuming any Barstool at all? What do you think? What's going on with them?
I didn't know what I've been consuming. The BFFs podcast, like the Portnoy.
Get out of town.
Yeah, it's so funny because like these pretty much the whole show is these TikTokers come in and they're all trying to do their whole it's like reality TV stars and Portnoy's there be like, "You're fucking her. She's cheating on you." He's like a real guy looking at it. He's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like, it's so funny, man. It's like,
I wasn't going to listen to it. Like I listen to the Dave Portnoy show, which is all the Barstool at this point in time I consume.
So
I was looking at that show like it was kind of a joke, but like if it's funny, like, and I know Dave can make that fucking shit funny. He can.
The BFF show is like the funniest podcast because it's like, think about like Dave Portnoy. He's $100 million, like 40-year-old, he's like the biggest beauty ever. He made his money doing.
I know it. Shit, that's smashed.
And and now he's talking to these like TikTokers and he's making them. And like it's honestly like BFF show is the funniest. But that's what I'm saying. Like Kirk is the Barstool budsman. Like he could show up anywhere. He could be like, "Oh, I'll be in this." And like if Dave says he's the ombudsman, whatever he says goes. You know, like that could be so funny. Like just Kirk.
Yeah.
I don't think that will happen. But
I really hope
still in this chat. Where's Phil?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Phil said he had to go run and do something. But I really hope this fucking secret project has something to do with Barstool because I think like if Kirk gets the platform and like, you got to fight for that platform for Barstool because at this point in time it's fucking valuable. But if like Kirk gets that platform, he's going to fucking blow it up. You know what I mean? Like he's going to make it huge.
What I've been saying, what I've been saying, you've been saying, all of us have been saying, like you've been doing it actually. It's like you could put a video of Kirk every week on the Barstool app and it will get approved right now. Like you could easily put it, and like that's promotion. That's free promotion. Put it on the Barstool app. The week in review of Kirk Minnan, the rundown, the rundown, the rewind, the into all that shit and all the show put together into one big thing.
Are you? And this is a question I ask a lot of people that are on the YouTube. Are you shocked that Barstool never took advantage of the YouTube? Like even dived into it a little for something?
I'm not shocked because I think the YouTube is a great idea. It's like what other podcast has fans like trying to almost like a
other than Howard Stern.
It's like a mini house and it's like a farm team, whatever. But it's what I was saying was with Kirk. I don't know. Now look, I smoked too much weed.
Clip that too. But no, what I wanted to ask you this
get me
too.
Back, but once I start talking, you can't cut me off. That's the whole point. Like,
I want to ask you this too. They're opening they're trying to buy the Milton office.
Yeah, so but like that, yeah, that's what I was saying, I guess, from the beginning. Like,
so it's more like you're trying to talk about the farm league type of deal. Like, are they trying to tap into this?
I was saying like the thing about with the Kirk Minnan show is like with Steve as the producer, Kirk complains about promotion. He says, I don't complain about promotion, but that's complaining about promotion. If he wasn't complaining, he wouldn't be talking about it. It's like Steve could easily did a week video of all the Twitter clips, all the vanilla stuff, like K. Marco said, put it in a video on the Barstool app, and that's promotion. Put on the Barstool RSS feed.
They do have the ability to write a blog.
No, but like, why can't they do a video on the Barstool RSS feed? I like RSS feed. We're all talking about RSS feeds. Well, Steve has access to put a video on the Barstool RSS feed.
Well, RSS feed is a podcast feed. You mean their Twitter feed?
No, I'm not talking about their Twitter feed. I'm like on the blog, on Twitter, on everything. Like everything. Like put a video in the network. Like you could easily do it. And it's like, that's what makes me crazy. It's like, but I think Kirk is finally realizing, because it's like, you got to do it. Yeah. And I wish Phil was here, because Phil doesn't say much, but he has a presence.
Yeah, he does. No, I think this Milton office thing is a pretty cool fucking idea, because like I said, I've been trying to like get and I just don't have time anymore, but to consume as much.
Look at the chat. I'm getting roasted. Hey,
yeah, you're getting roasted.
Hey, I love it.
You're getting roasted.
I can't see it. I had a couple shots, like look at the decorations I just put up.
Yeah. Did you hang that? Did you hang that in your microwave?
Yeah. You want to see it?
it's go grab it for me. So we're gonna. Wow, here that's the original windbreaker right there, everybody. We're gonna put that up for sale. I was just saying we're gonna put that up for sale for $100,000. That windbreaker. I bet somebody would buy that for charity if you ever raffled that off.
Oh, we're doing it for charity?
If we did that for charity, how much do you think we would get for that?
No, this is what I'm saying. The only charity I'll ever fundraise is the BA Weekend Fund. If you want to contribute to that, I will pump that charity up every time. Fuck yeah, raising money for charity. It's fucking
if you want to give us money for the shit we're giving you, here it is, buddy. So
we man cave side, but no big.
Yeah, it is what it is. You're in a new place right now. You've moved since the last time we spoke, right?
No, I had a few episodes here.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Microwave. Fez always says the microwave. Fez. He always.
Yeah, I know.
Little detail.
So let's just start because we're at 42 minutes. But we'll start hot seat, cool throne without Phil. Do you have a hot seat?
Hot seat, I would say. Okay, hot seat. I would say the whole thread. So they say threads in general.
Threads in general. That's fair.
There's a lot of threads, I think, but that shows a disconnect in the KMS world, the whatever world. There used to be a government, and now it's fucking dead. You know what I mean? So,
do you think? And this is a good question. Do you think that the elections, even though people say that was the worst time, wouldn't you say that was one of the best times of KMS?
Well, the courts will decide the elections, Sean.
Thank you, Canadian.
I'm not sleeping on.
No, I would seriously, and I know I've talked to a lot of people about this, but when the elections were going on, that was the most fun I think people were having with this shit.
I love the elections. As a Canadian, it's a little bit bittersweet. I love Trump. I love the courts will decide. I love all that shit. But it's almost like a reality show for me. It's not it affects us, but it doesn't affect us. Canada's self-sufficient. God bless the Queen.
Yo, a lot of people have been calling you out for being Canadian. A lot of people meaning David.
Yeah, hey, it's funny. A lot of people have been calling me out since Biden took over in power. When Trump was in power, no one was calling me out. People were like, "Oh yeah, we're the big man now. Now Biden's in power." They're like, "Oh, fuck you, you Canadian piece of shit." Yeah, it's what the American people decided. I respect the male imbalance.
So how about cool throne?
What I was saying, the cool throne. I'll say cool throne. I'm going to be on the cool throne for calling the election first. I called.
You did.
I called the election. I said there's shenanigans, and the president at the time said there's been shenanigans in this election.
So we got a good question from the chat. What are your thoughts on Trudeau?
Trudeau? I don't like Trudeau, I guess.
You just really don't like Trudeau. Was hidden in that picture that you sent earlier, too.
Yeah, Trudeau, I think Trudeau's blackface picture was exposed because he wanted to get the racist vote in Canada. That's my Channel Zero, look into it. He's in the Illuminati now. You said you couldn't even edit the picture of Trudeau. Trudeau's in the boys. He's with the boys.
Yeah, he's trying to get that racist vote. All right, my hot seat. I'm probably going to go with... Probably I'm gonna go with KMS Discord. Hot seat right now because the fucking departure of everybody from it really hit the fan recently since we've been gone. So
Yeah, like pretty much the 80 people that talk in the Discord are now in the Indigo.
in Indigo. So
yeah,
like
but that was their rebrand, I guess. Get the people that talk in the Discord and put it's a thread thing. Everyone's in their own thing. They're like, I only want to talk to these people. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's the whole thing. The KMS Discord should have one rule. There are no rules. You know.
Yep.
That's it. Like, we are GVE and what are GVE? We are GVE. You know.
we are GV.
We are GVE. If you want to be a part of GVE, you are GVE. You have what it takes. You just have a lot to learn. You know.
Jay said to me, John, stop. I can't be on a seat if you did.
Jay told me earlier that Tim Ridgels ate a sub on the YouTube chat because Jay started it first because he was eating in Discord back in the day. So he's insane. He's an insane guy.
He's a nut.
He's not. He was eating out of his hat.
Yeah, no, that's such a.
And Kirk kept saying, "Who's eating?" And I knew it was Jay.
Do you think Kirk knew that he was eating out of his hat too the whole time?
No, but that was one of the last episodes I listened to, and it was like, "Oh, is Jay eating?" Or it was Kirk was like, "Who's eating? Who's that?" And I knew it was Jay. Like as soon as Kirk said, and this is what I give credit for Jay. He is the eating guy because as soon as Kirk said, "Who's eating?" I knew it was Jay. Like I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, we're still live. We're good.
Oh, bet.
We're doing hot seat cool throne. So I'm going to do for my cool throne. I'm going to do intern Justin, man, because I was going to send Justin the email for our intro, and he sent me his Barstool Sports email. I was like, nice, dude.
Can I say something to Justin though? Justin, Math for Providence was actually selling a Vespa a couple of weeks ago, so you probably could have used that for the run with Providence, bro.
Shit, our boy Justin. That was a good one. Justin, Phil, do you have a hot seat?
Let me think about it for a second. You don't have to. You don't have to skip.
Can I tell you my hot seat cool throne? Can I tell you?
You just did your hot seat cool throne, but you could do another one.
I'll say my hot seat. My hot seat. What was my hot seat, John?
Your hot seat original one was threads in general.
Threads. I said there's a lot of threads. My hot seat was threads. I said there's a lot of threads.
Yeah.
I got a hot seat.
Oh, you got a hot seat.
What's your hot seat?
My hot seat is going to be there's a throwback actually to my first hot seat. I think it was my first hot seat.
Wow.
Coming in at the hot seat is Blind Advocate. Yet again. You want to know why? Do you want to know why? I have two reasons. One, because he keeps bragging about how good he is at zombies, which doesn't matter at all because you're shooting AI hordes, and I also heard he was a trash teammate.
What happens with Blind Advocate is like he gets the most kills every map, but he gets the most downs. Like I provide Blind Advocate.
No, I get the most downs.
But like even when he gets the most downs, but he gets every match. He's like, yeah, I got the most kills, motherfucker. You know?
He just goes in. He goes into the void like just to fuck with people.
Yeah, he's like, all right, is everyone good? Yeah, and he goes into the anomaly, and it fucks everyone, and we're like, what the fuck? And then everyone dies, and he's like, yeah, you guys don't know how to play zombies.
He was yelling at Grover, going, I like the fucking colors.
They were arguing in Discord one day about who's better at zombies. Grover was just trolling him, but BIC seemed to be getting like legit.
Phil.
I think they're both trolling each other in all honesty because Grover, like they're both trolling each other and they both get too intense. It's like a crazy like mix, you know? Like it's crazy. It's zombie.
The best is Grover told me he went to BAC to like apologize over the thing and they ended up just fucking fighting.
Yeah. It's just like what I say when you're on the stream, when you're on even if you're not live to tape, if you're on it, like it's all ball busting. You can't take it like personally.
Too seriously, yeah.
You say whatever you want to say. It's all ball busting.
So Phil, actually, yeah. Give your second.
Wait, John. Who was my cool throne?
Your cool throne was yourself.
It was me because of why? Why was it because of me? I forget.
I think you said then something about GVE.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Fuck. Okay.
Oh, no, because you had the balls to call out the show.
No, it wasn't that. Fuck, I don't know what it was.
You know who's got big balls? You know who's got big balls? This is pairing into my second.
It was
reason.
not about the balls.
Blind
Yeah,
Advocate being
what's
in the
your
hot
second
seat.
cool throwing? I was just trying to spark.
No. It's the same hot seat. It's the same hot seat. Still Blind Advocate, but a
Okay.
second reason why. So
Okay.
earlier today, about 2 hours ago, Blind Advocate sent us an X-ray of his penis, and it's incredibly small. But he's got huge balls, so I want to put his penis in the hot seat for being very small.
You know those long balls? Are they long or are they big?
They're
Are they
big.
big?
They're like bulbous. They're like bulbous, but
Wow.
his penis was like.
He doesn't
At least
jerk
from the
off.
X-ray. I don't know. Can you see?
Maybe he's a grower, not a
No,
shower.
no. Blind Advocate's like a priest. Like the
No,
priest
he's
got the
cutting
biggest nuts because they have the most cum in those nuts, like bulls and nuts. Like you gotta
Oh
get
yeah,
fucked
he's
up by hitting them.
celibate.
Yeah, I got big balls. too.
A Blind Advocate is a man of God now, so
He is. That's actually a fact. The fact that he goes to church and all that kind of stuff, like, what a change. I went back and watched that episode, the first episode he was on. That was Sleepy Drew, Mad from Providence, and Blind Advocate on that episode, bro.
that's I think honestly the Kirk Minahan show, know what they should do? I want Kirk to actually watch Blind Advocate, Sleepy Drew, and Matt from Providence and Mike, and just watch it for an episode. And that's it. Just watch it and comment. Stop it. Start it.
John,
That would be a good.
John,
that would be
you
a
have
good.
contact-
Great
contact-
idea.
You have
Don't
contact
listen
with
to us,
Sleepy Drew?
John, except for Kirk. He listens to us a lot. He's gonna watch this whole show.
Yeah, right. What did you say, Bill?
No, I said, do you still have contact with Sleepy Drew? Because we got to get him on the show.
Dude, I never did in the first place. I don't know. I think he was in contact with Will.
No, but the thing is, me and Uncle Dino, the Discord deviant, had a lot of. We had a crazy Discord voice chat night with Sleepy Drew. It was nuts.
Did you?
Hookers playing
Oh
baby.
wow,
Nuts.
sounds fun. Sounds fun. Phil, I wanted to actually ask you a little bit about like what's going on with Discord. What's your thoughts on what's going on with Discord?
With the Kirk Minahan show?
With the split that happened.
I mean, it's just the Kirk Minahan show Discord is just they're just content with the Kirk Minahan show channel is still popping. That's still fine. That's the only part that I really think is worth even checking.
Mhm.
But I don't know why they got rid of General. Hang on one second. My audio is cutting out. I
They
can't.
got rid of General.
No, your audio is fine.
Phil, they
Phil's
got rid
really good at
Why
this
is
stuff.
that-
They got rid of General and named it Off Topic.
Okay. It's working.
Yeah.
They got rid of. Let me finish my thought before my fucking headphones stop working. You dumb cunt.
Fair.
They got rid of General and they made it off topic. Like they called it
That's fucked up.
hashtag
Losers.
off topic.
Losers.
Mhm.
But like Discord, like a staple of Discord, like what makes it so good is having General, where it's literally just like say
Everything.
whatever you
Well,
want. It's everything. It's everything.
Phil.
It's just conversation. No.
Well,
Let me finish. They
Go.
really technically didn't get rid of General. It's just called off topic now, and they moved it all the way to the bottom. But nobody's going to use it because they're purposely trying to divert the chatting to like different channels based on top. I don't want to do that. I just want to talk.
Yeah.
And one.
Can I say,
So
can I say,
go ahead, BA.
can I say something first? Well, maybe Discord
Yes.
should
Yeah.
KMS show, General, 2 channels. You know, all they need is 2 channels.
That's
right?
it. That's all you need.
Yo, and references, because references is a great channel.
Yeah, you could have the references, like whatever, but it should be like KMS show because it's all about avoiding spoilers, right? So you don't want to hear the spoilers. I don't care about anything. You can put movies, music, fucking muffins, anything in the fucking channel. I don't give a fuck. Put whatever. Like that's the thing. It should be like there's how many channels are in the KMS Discord? Inspector J, can you please tweet that out right now?
No, but
channel.
the only channel I agree with that should be like enforced is if you're saying like show spoilers in general, then
And then tell people move to the Kirkman
I think
show.
it should
But
be
if you're
General
talking
and KMS.
about-
General and KMS.
yeah, that's exactly what you're saying. But if you're talking about like you said, like movies or some shit, who cares?
Well, I mean, just to use for an example of Indigo, like what channels are even in Indigo? I don't even know the names of the channels. Like there's the Intel.
Well, Indigo is like TV.
Yeah.
Pretty much TV. It's like you want to make a channel, you make a channel.
Yeah, if you want to make your own channel, ask like, and we make it like that. I think that's the big difference between like they do like I guess they're trying to get Kirk back in there, which I guess is a good thing. Like you want
why
that.
do you want Kirk back in there? That's weird as fuck. Like he shouldn't be in there. He shouldn't be.
You
in
don't
there.
think,
you
but
really
like, what about for AMAs
cool.
though?
Well, then
No. It was cool,
Okay, go ahead, Phil.
but the problem was he was reading it like in the background on his own, and he was
Yeah,
reading it,
yeah.
like, And that was obviously, I think that's not good for his mental health. Now he's a grown man, so he can do whatever he wants. But
Exactly.
if you're reading Discord comments about yourself, like Discord is like the fucking depraved dark corner.
It's a cesspool.
It's
a lot of people
fucked up.
call it that.
Hey, John, I'm the coolest guy there. That's fucked up, dude. That's besides Phil.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true. People will revolt if BA is fucked with in a Discord, and that's a problem.
But no, the whole thing, Phil actually, and I want Phil to actually expand on this, but Phil nailed it on the head. It's like you shouldn't be looking in the Discord. If he wants to do an AMA, it's fine, but
this fucking dude just goes, I don't want Phil to expand on it.
No, but I do want Phil.
He said he does want me to.
Okay. I thought he said I don't.
But the thing is, I just expanded on it. So what more is there to expand?
yeah.
No, what I'm saying is, if he's gonna do the AMA, do the AMA that once a week. That's fine. But he goes.
Do you think he should? Let me ask you this question then, straight up.
Okay, Phil. I apologize. You did expand on it, actually.
Do you think he should do? Now, I'm not saying like we're telling Kirk to fucking do this or whatever. People get in trouble. I don't fucking care. Do you think he should fucking do AMAs then? Like, because I think he should.
Yeah, AMAs were cool. Wait. Actually, hang on. Let me go. Let me expand. As BA would want me
expand.
to.
Yeah, expand. Boom.
I don't know if we need AMAs anymore because aren't the calls pretty much just an AMA at this point?
True. Wow, very true. But you have to have balls to call though.
Yeah. Whereas a chat AMA is easier. You're right.
Yeah.
The chat AMAs were filled with the same like stupid questions 90%.
They were filled with like bullshit.
The worst thing about the chat AMAs were the trolls, because it's like, okay, he's actually asking, like, that's where you got to get the question per minute down, like do the 30-second.
But remember when like people all switched their name to Sneakers at one time, and everyone
I was in the mod chat. I was in the mod chat at that time, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then one of the mods was like, what are you talking about? And it was Sneakers. I was like, holy fuck. It's like, I wasn't even in on this one.
Actually,
see, like, that's the small stuff that we're missing, I think.
That's what we're missing. Sorry, Phil, go ahead, expand.
No, I was just gonna say technically, I'm still in a Discord server with Kirk Minahan, and he has.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Hey, you know what's funny? It's
very top secret. Discord.
Phil, so I'll tell you something about that server. It's the one server I guessed every single person in the server and I still haven't got invited in.
That's like me. That's like me and Joe Henney, dude. That's like me and Joe Henney. You just can't break it.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, Robert Murchison Leon. There he is.
Yo, I sent a friend request to Kirk on there too, and he never accepted it.
The only time the only time me and Kirk have DM'd, the one time I reached out to Kirk once when we got this Zonker thing, I was like, oh, did you see that? He's like, yeah, that's awesome. Also, I told Kirk that Jay from Lynn was MHV's brother. I did tell. I believed it at the time too, and I know that I
didn't. I still sort of believe it. I still sort of believe it.
I don't believe it at all at this point.
I still believe it because isn't Jay like MHB's brother? Like, if you just say that and then just repeat it in your head, you're just like, yo, maybe.
The thing was, people weren't saying that, but Jay kept on saying that at the start. Before he was Eden, he was.
Yo, how long did you guys have me believing that was true? Like 3 months? Probably 3 months.
Well, I told Kirk it was true, and Kirk believed that and then Kirk, after I sent it to him, Kirk wrote to Jay, he's like, your brother's a fat fuck. And that's when I was like, but that's what I like about Kirk, but it's like, you can't get that to your head because like, that's the problem because it's like, you can't be
sending him anything.
Yeah, but
you should never send him something.
But like the thing is, he shouldn't send me something first because like he sent me something before I ever sent them anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the whole thing. It's like hey, like let me be a fan.
No, it's funny. Here's what's funny. So remember when I did that video, BA, and I had you like change real quick. Remember?
Yeah.
Kirk's the one who DM'd me and told me to make that video. And that's because of Discord.
Yeah.
So like. it's literally taking away from the show and the cool content, the fan stuff. That's the only thing people are saying, I think. That's what people miss. Like, I miss that, dude. I miss when Kirk, like, saw something on Discord and, like, would come to us and be like, yo, I need you to do this real quick. And I would make him a video and boom. And it was funny. Like,
if you want like a formula for a show, do like the Minifan drama, the fucking political talk with Steve and the calls, and then there you go. And the Minifan drama starts and ends at the YouTube, it's like it starts.
I think he wants to rid of it, though. Like, I think he really does.
Yeah, he might, but it depends what this project is. If this project is big with Barstool and being like an ombudsman that he's integrated, but he can't because he won't travel because whatever he has like those
kids and shit.
It's not kids. He has separation issues. Like he could do it. He's 45. Like Big Cat's doing, all those guys are doing, whatever. But like, go ahead, Phil. Expand. Sorry.
No, I think if he wants to become the instead of let Phil speak, it should be
it could be Phil. That's for the new show. Did you notice we rebranded again? We've been canceled 8 times and we have rebranded 3 times.
Phil,
we've been canceled 8 times.
Phil, can I tell you something? The whole time,
is that nuts?
The whole time I was thinking about let Phil speak to the Phil expand. I was thinking, like, I kept saying it until it's awesome.
Idea, guys.
Wait. Are we going over our allotment?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
But Phil, can you expand?
Who cares? What else is on tonight?
I don't know. You guys want to start streaming? Justin's like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, Justin should just give you the pass. Justin should give John.
You know what? No. Justin,
everyone said that.
That's called
Justin, come in here. Justin, come in.
Justin, come in.
I want to see your face.
What's up,
Show
guys?
face, pussy.
Yes.
There it is. Hey, Justin.
I have a couple questions.
What's happening? Sure.
I have a couple questions. Do you think Matt for Providence would have gave you the Vespa for free if it would have provided show content for the show for you to follow Steve from Providence on an 88-mile?
No.
I think he would.
Justin, would you sit in a car? Justin, would you sit in a car with Jay from Lynn for 88 miles just to film Steve from Providence? Yes or no?
Sure.
That should be a no. That's a red flag. You should be saying
that's
no.
a real red flag.
Knowing Jay from Lynn, you should be saying no.
Hey Justin, to be honest, I'll say this: I love you, man. I love you.
Yeah, we love you, Justin. Thank you so much for doing this.
Justin, when are you gonna come on our stream? Play some CUD.
Why don't you stream with us, buddy? We love you, man.
Do you have Xbox or PlayStation? Do you have Xbox or PlayStation?
I have Xbox. I don't have the Series X.
But don't.
No, I have Xbox too. Me too. Hey Justin, let's get those party chats going. You're GV.
How do you like?
I'm gonna say one thing. Justin is second to command under Phil now to GV.
That's gonna be another job.
Wow, that's huge. That's huge.
That's what I'm saying. Whenever you want to,
Justin, we love you, buddy. All right, we're gonna sign off now. We love you guys. We'll be back.
I'll be back.
guess.
My mic's back.
He